NFL fans, welcome back to the J All Day Sports Show. In today's episode, we're going to go over my survivor picks for the NFL Week 1. We're less than 4 weeks until kickoff. I'm super excited, guys. I'm actually deleting one of my survivor picks from a previous video. I don't like this game anymore, so make sure you stick around to find out. Let's get into it. Let's get right into these games, and the first thing I always like to do is check out the spreads. And in week 1, it's a really tough week. The biggest spread we're really seeing, plus 6.5, the Cardinals are getting, and then the Patriots are getting a bunch of points too. But for the most part, guys, there aren't huge spreads this week in week 1. Here's another big spread, plus 9 for the Patriots. Now we're going to go through all these games. Ravens, Chiefs, there's no way I'm touching that. Packers, Eagles, no way. Jaguars, Dolphins. These are games I don't like. For the most part, I want to go with spreads over 4 points. I don't really like division games, and you really want to check out the weather, right? For sure. Vikings, Giants, no way. And listen, the Buffalo Bills were one of the worst teams against the run last year, and the Arizona Cardinals, the biggest strength of that team last year was running the football. So this plus 6.5 point line looks pretty big, but in my opinion, I don't like this game just for that reason. And they also got Trey McBride. The Cardinals do a very good tight end who's on the brink of being a top 5, top 3 tight end in the NFL. And they also added Marvin Harrison Jr. And on the flip side, the Buffalo Bills lost 2 of their stud defensive players in the secondary. Yes, they were a little bit older. And they also lost Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. That's over like 250 targets they got to make up for this year. Then they're going to run a lot of 12 personnel, run the ball. So this is going to be a pretty close game. I think it's going to be decided by a field goal either way. I'm staying away from this game. The Bengals are a potential pick, but they got a lot of moving parts too. They lost Tyler Boyd, who was a staple in that Joe Burrow offense. They also lost Joe Mixon, who could catch the ball out of the backfield. Really good runner in between the tackles. But the Patriots offense is going to be pretty terrible in my opinion. So I think the Bengals win this game. So I like the Bengals. Out of my top 3, they're in 3rd place right now. Texans, Colts, no way. Same thing with the Steelers and Falcons. That game is way too close to call. Titans, Bears, it's a 4-point spread. But the Titans, I think, are going to be a little bit better. It all depends if DeAndre Hopkins plays. If DeAndre Hopkins is out, he's out, I think, with a knee injury. They said like 4 to 6 weeks. He might be ready for opening day, but I'm not sure. If he doesn't play, the Bears are in play, in my opinion. And then here's a game that I originally had as one of my picks, the Saints versus the Panthers. But the Saints lost right tackle Ryan Ramczyk. Their offensive line is trash, guys. Stay away from this game. They only have one guy on this whole offensive line above a 50 PFF grade. And Chris Olave's been banged up a lot in camp. I just don't think this offense is going to muster a lot of points. And if the Panthers won, I would not be surprised. Another game I really, really like is the Seattle Seahawks at home versus the Denver Broncos. Is it going to be Stidham? Is it going to be Bo Nix? It doesn't matter in my opinion. Playing in Seattle is always really tough. And I don't think the Broncos have enough juice on defense to slow down and Jigba and Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. That offense is pretty good. And Geno Smith seems to be getting healthier and healthier each and every week. So I do like the Seahawks. They're my number 2 out of my top 3 survivor picks. Chargers, Raiders, that's a division game I don't like. And here's my top pick, guys. There's not a lot of them this week. Here's my 3rd and final and my top pick of the week for my survivor pool. It's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home versus the Washington Commanders. Yes, Jaden Daniels is probably going to be a little hard to deal with, but he's a rookie. And look for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to force some turnovers, play that really stout defense that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are known for playing. And you got veterans like Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. They know how to win games in the NFL. Todd Bowles is a mastermind of destroying quarterbacks who like to run outside the pocket. Look what the Buccaneers did to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles in the playoffs last year. I can't see the Commanders going on the road, playing in the humidity and the heat in Tampa Bay with a new head coach, a new offensive coordinator, a new rookie quarterback. I don't see it. Tampa Bay is my pick of the week. Cowboys, Browns, I don't like that game either. Rams, Lions, Jets, 49ers. I'm staying away from all of those games, guys. So we're going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, number 1. Seattle Seahawks, number 2. And number 3 is the Cincinnati Bengals. You see some of the trends that I like to pick. Home teams, right? The Bengals are at home, right? The Seahawks are at home. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at home. No division games. And I think the weather is an advantage for each and every one of these teams. So that's why I'm going with those 3 teams as my picks for my survivor pools in week 1. Let me know in the comments, what teams do you like for your survivor pools? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.